Hello and welcome to another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards. This is another episode of Mage Edition. Tonight's scene is just kind of a mage mixer where our lovely and personable Carfax has set up a mixer to figure out what everyone's up to and trying to get people in the know on things. So, yeah, Marcus, where are you having this set up at?
Using his new contacts, Carnifex has rented a large place. Well, he didn't rent it. He basically found a place that the paramedics had set to where you could do that was protected from outside interests.
Okay.
And he knows a caterer, so maybe she'll hook him up. For food would be awesome.
Sends out flyers saying free punch and pie.
And he basically he's got those boyos that he met before. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh.
And he's basically dipped into the slush funds of his new boss because, well, it's not like they're gonna know he did it. And kind of and is paying for the shindig. It's got food. It doesn't have it's got music, it's got a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a big open kind of pavilion, and he's just kind of there, sitting on the stage in his suit with his umbrella, with this shit-eating grin in his hat.
And just so everybody has an excuse to know where this is happening and what's going on, I am sure that it was brought up to the paramedics, who then, throughout their own little contact circles, spread it throughout the rest of the traditions and organizations and whatnot. So everyone has reason to know that this is happening and what it is and where it is. So whoever wants to intro first can go ahead, since Marcus has already done so.
Eden. Probably saw a flyer somewhere. Got word of the special people she's just getting to know that there's that event, and so she'll go there. She'll take a notebook with her and a pen just to practice what she's wanting to do in the future. So while she's walking there, she's drawing things that could be tattoos. She doesn't have the whole sailing yet, so she's just practicing by drawing now as she walks to the meeting place.
Okay. Whenever you get there, there will be a couple people at the door who will look you up and down and say, "All right, you're good to go," and then allow you access.
And she'll wink. Of course I'm good to go. Look at me. And she'll chuckle and go in.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Alright.
So, I heard there's some kind of party going on. I better go and introduce myself. So I will head over to this place. Kind of, got a nice little shirt on. Just up in casual.
Okay.
And I'll head up to the door.
And you'll be met by the same couple guards who will give you a look up and down and say, "Yeah, no, you're good to go," and they will hold open the door for you.
Alright. Tink took. I'll walk in.
Okay. Eli?
Yeah, Eli will will head over. He's pretty much dressed like he is in the picture. He's heard about the party, so yeah, he hasn't met very many people in this new city yet, so he'll head on over and walk up to the door.
Okay. Yeah, like it, as previously stated, the guards will go ahead and look you up and down and give you the go ahead to enter.
Thank you. Yeah. He'll head in and head over to the bar and grab a drink.
Don, you came in at the perfect time. We are still doing intros, so if you want to go ahead and do yours, then we can start the scene proper. Basically, what's going on is that through various means, everybody's sort of about age mixer. You know, just kind of, come meet each other, figure out what everyone's up to, see if they can help in any way or get assistance in any way, all that sort of thing.
And where specifically are we?
We are in a large kind of like building. It's one of those places that you rent out for like events and parties and stuff.
Got it. Banquet hall it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kalish would show up, looking pretty much exactly as you see him there. He does have a cane at hand, as more of a walking stick type cane, but he's going to enter, look around, see if there's anyone he knows.
You will see Carnifex there, along with a couple random paramedics that you've seen at the chantry around.
So he would kind of head over towards the other hermetics first and foremost, and kind of see who else is in there, just survey the field, so to speak. But he's going to greet Carnifex and says who kind of sponsored him indirectly. Good evening, good sir.
Are you seriously going to talk like that?
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you mean.
He's got the you see him in the black shirt, the same, like he only has one facial expression and that's it. And he's got a derby on and the umbrella's next to him. He's like, now go do your job.
I see. And what exactly would be my job tonight?
Well, tonight you're gonna go talk to all those people over there that I'm gonna piss off, so I don't piss them off.
Well, that would make sense. You are a man who does not mince words.
I'm gonna brace a douchebag. I get that. And comes by him, he goes, "Kid, you have one job, it's to keep the coke flowing, okay? I get one coke, like miss one, we're gonna have problems. All right, now you go talk to people. I'll follow you. I'll follow your lead. Go introduce me to people."
He turns and heads towards the rest of them, and then as he does, he's going to hand Carnifex a straw.
What's this for?
For your coke, sir. You didn't specify variety. I figured it's best to make
Not
sure you are.
the minion. I have a minion for that. You're for talking. I have a minion for cooking.
I realize that. I'm making sure you're equipped to enjoy your Coke, whatever form it happens to take.
You are extra freaky. It doesn't stop him from using the straw and Coke.
And he'll head over to the rest of the group. As he does, he's going to, under his breath, just say to Carnifex, just so I'm aware, are any of these individuals the proprietor as far as we know?
No.
Keep it discreet and we won't have problems. Got it.
Roger that.
So he'll head over and he'll kind of approach everybody. Good evening, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, as it were. I am Blackthorn. And how do I find all of you this evening?
Okay. He put his finger to his mouth and thinks about it for a moment. Good evening. Think you me here. He just nods.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and he says, I'm going to gather you're not originally from around here. How are you finding your visit so far?
Put his mouth again, thinks about it. I think I rather enjoy it. Just nods again.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad to hear it. London's, after all, my family's home for many generations, and we like to make sure that others are comfortable in the city that we've been so involved in.
He just now gives a thumbs up.
Eden walks up. Blackthorn, huh? That a last name, or did your parents not like you? I shall smile. She has an Australian accent.
More of a title, as it were. I earned it when I came of age. A nickname, if you prefer.
What the hell kind of nickname is Blackthorn?
The blackthorn's a plant that grew near the fort that I played in frequently as a child.
Wait, what? Fort? Holy shit, you're rich.
Well, it was more of a cave filled with crystals and geodes, but
You.
Anyways, and she'll extend hand. Eden Gray.
He holds out a hand and or shakes her hand and says, "A pleasure."
Isn't it? And she'll grin, like she's kidding, of course. And I don't think I've met you before either. And she'll look to the other guy that's here.
This is my friend Carnifex. He's a rather talented and diverse individual, but his skills tend to lie away from polite conversation. He's more of a get it done man.
Oh, I remember him. He was at Belladonna that one time.
Carnifex nods. He nods in your direction.
She'll nod at him. Stop chuckles.
Eli will step over and take a small drink of his drink, nod at Eden, look at Blackthorn.
Hey, Eli! Feel that cool jacket. Feel that cool jacket.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine.
He
Looking
was
forward
actually
to
talking
it.
to Blackthorn, but
Okay, sorry.
He kind of will look among the group and he'll say, "It's nice to meet some new faces. I'm relatively new to the community. Any particular interests any of you share or actively pursue?"
I'm looking to learn how to tattoo.
I. Oh. I are Casey. Well, what a heard of a Kasi.
What now? Oh, these things often here.
It got deeply quiet. Yeah.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. Haven't been in America long, have you?
Erica, he just nodded his head. I am here.
Yes, we can see that you're here. And she'll smile. Maybe someone should. Anybody got Malaysian like a dictionary for him? Help him communicate? No, nobody. I shall look around. Well, this is going to be interesting. Hello, I'm Eden Gray. What is your name? And she'll smile.
Casey. I are Casey.
Kiki? Oh,
Casey's. Casey Downs.
Hick. She'll like get a paper from somewhere. Can you write it down?
God. Right in Malaysian, Casey Downs.
I mean, it's a name. Do Malaysians have their own writing?
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't true. She looks stuck on it.
He just nods and gives you a thumb up.
She'll just look.
Cassie.
Cassie.
Cas.
Casey. She'll look at like the rest of the group. We're gonna make me do this alone.
Yeah, I am.
It's kind of like a game of charades. I rather enjoy it.
Blackthorn? You're gonna help me?
I was enjoying observing, but if I had to venture a guess, I would say that he is informing us that his name is Casey Jones.
I got that much.
He nods.
He has also, without using words, informed us that he's not from around here.
Yeah, I got that much, obviously.
Well, you seem to be off to a good start then.
She'll just sigh. God fucking damn.
Against the bar and listens to this whole exchange.
Casey will walk to the bars and see if you get anything that resembles tea.
Something that resembles tea? I think you'll have to be a little more specific.
Any boxes that have little like tea bags or anything on it?
And she'll smile. If this is poison, my ghost is going to haunt your ass. And she'll drink. She'll take a sip.
He'll finally stand up behind the counter and look at you guys' direction and go. Put your finger over your mouth. Think you have me?
She's just stuck there for a bit. And she'll send a text to Lily like, some of your friends are dicks. Make me do some shit. She'll send making me translate to some dude that doesn't speak English alone. Really? And then she'll put her phone back. Can you repeat that, please?
I think he's asking for some tea, or if they have.
Have me ye.
She'll wave at she'll look at the guy at the counter. You guys don't serve tea by any chance, right?
Yes, we have tea. There's all manner of things to drink. You can fucking ask for it.
The bartender will just silently start making tea.
He gives the bartender a thumbs up.
Well, since my friend is going to be too effing polite and not ask anything useful, what are you all doing? I need to know. I got plans in place and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. That's why I called this shindig.
You called people here. Need to know more about people like us. Because this whole shit totally fucking new to me.
I'm just studying and performing some medicine. Yeah.
So are you a doctor or are you some whack job crackpot that just heals people with freaking magic and puts us all in danger?
Not quite a doctor yet. In school for it. However, I am capable of healing.
Do you belong to a tradition or are you just rando magic guy?
No, I belong to. He'll offer his hand. Eli Callahan. Yeah.
Shake the man's hand, Blackthorn.
And he'll politely shake it. Never been one for medicine. I prefer the harder sciences.
To each their own.
Well, what I'm asking is, what's everybody doing? Have you seen anything of interest? I can't really work my angles if I don't know what it is that's going on in town. And there are certain things I can't see. So I figured if anything strange had been seen, you would all have seen it.
Oh, some crazy assholes are after me. That's what you mean. They're kind of wearing a strange symbol. Wait. They told me. People from the technocracy? Yeah. Assholes are after me.
What'd you do to get on the radar?
I was fucking born. They've been fucking chasing me since I was a kid. Don't fucking know why.
Eli just shakes his head. Oh, great. Them again.
That guy doesn't speak English, so I'm not going to ask him shit.
You guys piss off the Krauts or something that you're there? You got somebody chasing you?
No, they're an organization that don't like us a whole lot.
Well, in my experience, that pretty much sums up the Krauts too.
Except for the organization's part.
It's world spanning, they're all powerful and have basic control of most countries in the world. No big deal. I was wondering, can any of you guys see the other side? I don't do with spirits. Can you guys see that stuff?
Somewhat, yes.
There's something going on. I don't know what it is, but I can't see it. But there were some people that I was dealing with before that said they saw some crazy stuff. And I don't know what it is, what it was, but it was crazy. So if you see anything weird, I guess you can come talk to me and I can try and explain the little bit I understand of it. But it's something is going on. Something to do with gods or something.
We can look, or we could go over there and find out. Looking first, but
well, I know exactly where to go. Whether or not you can do anything against it or about it is another thing entirely. See, that's the thing. I don't have any way to do anything against for or against spiritual stuff. But that's what this mostly hinges on, which is why I wasn't involved in the thing in the first place. I stayed the fuck out of it. Let people who know how to handle it. But since most of those people have gone some way or the other, I figured it might be a good idea to press the flesh kind of sort of and let people know what I knew.
Well, I can look and I can get over there if need be.
All right, so you're praying on that, and then you can't see the other side.
I can look, I can somewhat interact, but I have not been able to gain the level of crossing over yet.
What do you do, Eden?
Yeah. But I can turn invisible for a bit. So let me look at the sheet. And then I can deal with electricity and fire and she basically say that she has force, life, and crime. And
So do any of you have those visions? Can any of you see any of that stuff currently?
she'll shake her head.
Meaning, are you looking right now?
I haven't attempted to look on that side yet, here.
if you want to, I can take you to the place where I saw what I saw. After that, you're kind of on your own. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it for hours, so we can leave and go and come to the place. It don't really matter.
Oh, if there's a particular location that you feel is relevant, that would probably be the best place to look.
Y'all want to go for a ride? Strange gleam in his eye when he says that.
Sure. I gotta grab something from the car first. So.
How do we explain this to? We're gonna go now. Do you want to come or not?
I like a good mind. Give you a thumbs up. He will follow you guys with the teacup in hand, drinking a tea.
Tiger, tiger, by the tail. Tiger, tiger.
Stop yelling at me.
Oh. Got the
What's up?
tiger.
One of your minions has a question inside chat.
Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it up. Or I'm looking at the file real quick just to.
That makes because I just said that weird, Nathan.
You're good. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, great.
It's stuff that like it'd be more like fine electronics and stuff. So I guess it kind of depends on. Yeah, like cell phones, maybe some computers and stuff.
Cool.
You may not be able to do much fancy stuff with the car, like there wouldn't be Bluetooth and shit, but it'll run.
Are we going to Dyke? Put his kind of, his fist up a little bit, with a question mark look on his face.
Little guy, and he starts walking to the car.
I think he's saying he'll follow us with a bike.
Carnifex gets in the car and starts the engine, and he waits like 5 or 10 minutes to see if anybody gets in the car.
Here, I'll go to my bike and lock it and grab my top. I'll put on my mask and I'll get ready.
Eli will.
Does a mask?
Eli.
He didn't yell shotgun and goes in the other front seat next to Carnifex.
Eli will return in a couple of minutes with a cloth wrapped item. Obviously, it looks like a staff. That's wrapped up in a cloth.
Does that have a blade in it? Because it's illegal.
There you go.
Blackthorn just gets in.
I'll get in. And I've got a mask in a bag behind me.
If the cops show up, I'm leaving all your ass. Tiger, we're gonna drive into the circle of broken dirt outside the where the original passing and stuff happened, where Carnifex knows is the most powerful.
Yeah. Those who have been to that store before, which I believe is just Carnifex, will notice that it is closed down.
All right, whatever you're gonna do, turn it on before we get there, or else, well, it'd be useless to go.
Blackthorn's kind of just following Carnifex's lead. He's not entirely familiar with the area. He says, just let me know when you're in the ideal spot. We'll have a look, shall we?
He parks in what would have been the parking lot of said place. It's boarded up and whatever. So he just parks there. He gets out, and you guys all see a big discolored circle of asphalt in the middle of the road. But it's like a side street, so there's not a whole hell of a lot of traffic or whatever. And just in the ground is a perfect circle. And he goes, "This is the spot where it all started." Oh, also, my master told me to tell people, don't freak out. I don't know why.
Okay. Eli, while in the car, used some eye drops and activated spirit sight.
So Eli's activated Spirit Sight before they got there, right? Yes, no.
Just to make sure I was clear, I was told there was a circle in the pavement.
Yes.
Perfect.
Kind of like a crater.
Blackthorn will walk the edge of it with his kind of dragging his cane along the edge. And then he steps into it and will activate Spirit Sight.
Eli will step out of the car, still carrying the black cloth stick, and look around to see what you might be able to see. The spirit sight.
I got one success.
We do the dividing successes and duration, or effect and duration. So if you just want a quick look, that'll work. If you want it to last for a little bit, you'll need to put more. Yes. There's one person.
You get out of the car and kind of look at this circle in the middle of the road. Not sure what to make of all this.
Those looking at it in the regular world, yep, that's definitely a circle in the road. It's weird.
I got 2 additional successes.
That'll we'll be able to keep it up for the scene. If you are looking at it in the Umbra, there was definitely something very strong that happened here. It's faded a bit, but there's still quite a bit of energy. It feels very old. It feels very primordial. It's the kind of feel you're getting from it. You also feel something dark coming from Carnifex over there.
I feel something dark coming from the other side, huh?
I'm gonna switch Prime on and kind of use Prime site and look at it. Discord? What's Discord?
Hang on, I'll send you a link later.
Bless you.
Okay. I sent the message to you there over Messenger.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll open Facebook. Oh, come on. I don't suppose I can get somebody to wolf me.
I'll get it for you. You have 3 dice, right?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, you got 3 successes. So you're able to pull up your prime site. You can feel a little bit of the power that I mentioned earlier. It's definitely much weaker on this side of things than it would be over in the Hero world, though.
Okay. He still looks confused as hell.
Eli's going to walk around the circle if he can, stepping out into traffic and all that.
Yeah, like nobody's really coming down this road for some reason. So you are able to step around the circle pretty easily.
Everybody avoiding. Wade the circle. Dyke.
The circle that Blackthorn's standing in the middle of.
Yeah, there's a circle in the pavement of the road, and it's a perfect circle all around.
Oh, a perfect circle.
Yes.
I'll stick my head in the circle.
Okay, you stick your hand in the circle. Nothing, you don't really feel anything different from putting your hand in the circle.
I'll step in it.
Okay. You step in, again, nothing really different.
Eli is going to also step into the circle. Does there seem to be any kind of a change from the spirit side?
You do feel the power a little bit stronger now that you're in the circle. And your staff seems to be reacting to the power.
Like how? Like how?
If a staff made of wood could pulse, that's like you would swear that's what it's doing.
Park, Tiger, you said that there's something kind of dark.
Yes, the dark feeling is coming from Carnifex.
Oh, okay.
Eli's going to step back out of the circle.
Your staff stops reacting.
That's weird.
So there's a dark feeling from Carnifex, but I don't see anything else or sense anything else on the other side.
Except for the ancient primordial feeling coming from inside the circle.
Okay. But that's just kind of a sense of power, right? Not an entity necessarily.
Correct.
Can I try to detect the unseen correspondence 1 on the for my spirit sight?
Yeah, go for it.
I got 2 successes.
There is a small branch in the middle of the circle that you couldn't see before.
In the real world or in the Umbra?
In the Umbra.
Okay, that is very unusual. Does it seem like that's where it's coming from?
Yeah, kind of. Like, a lot of it feels like it was residual from something that was there, but there is that feeling coming from the branch as well.
Eli is kneeling down. He looks like he's looking right at something now.
Hey, Bunker. I'll leave the circle and go and sit down somewhere nearby.
There's something there.
More specific.
It's like a fragment of something.
Tiger, I'm gonna roll wits awareness or perk awareness to see if I can pick up anything from the weirdness.
Okay.
Carnifex seems to be thinking more than looking, more like he's tasting the wind or whatever.
Eli looks like he's looking at something very specifically. Like there's not just like generally at the circle, but like something inside the circle very specifically at a certain point. There's a branch, fragment of a branch. Barely noticeable.
got 2 successes.
Okay. You would know that there is. You get the feeling that somebody's cast some kind of magic to hide something, but it doesn't feel like it's on this side.
Okay. It says it feels like somebody did something on the other side, but I don't know what it is. Some sort of obscuring something. It seems to be like if you want to do anything, you're gonna have to go over there, and I can't. So I'll stay out here. Y'all can go over there. I'll do my best to get somebody to come get you if you get stuck. Sound fair?
Blackthorn will say, he kind of rubs his hands together and he says, well, I guess that's my cue then.
Well, but before you go over there, there is something funny about this circle. You can mundanely activate it.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
No. I'm just letting you know it's a thing. You can't.
And how does one mundanely activate this circle, and what does it do?
It's a binding circle. It'll bind whatever's on it. It'll keep whatever's out there. Well, for a bit, unless they really try. It can kind of trap things on the other side unless they really want to get out. But if you can go, you can go. Yeah. I can't do anything about it.
All right, well. Tiger, are there any doors or nearby alleys?
There's a few alleys. There is a door leading into the side of the closed up, boarded up shop.
Perfect.
Carnifex kind of tries. He's not trying to hide or anything, but he's basically taking cover behind the door of the car in case something goes crazy.
Eli's unwrapping the staff and tying it over his shoulder. Tying the wrapping over his shoulder.
Blackthorn will go to the door itself, and he leans down so it looks like he's kind of like picking the lock. But he actually scratches a small circle on the handle of the doorknob itself.
Okay.
And then he will open the door, and as he steps through, he is going to step sideways.
Okay. The difficulty to step sideways here is 5.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty
What do you
low.
roll? What do we roll to step sideways?
If you have Spirit 3, you can roll Irritate.
No, don't have Spirit 3.
I got 2 successes, Tiger.
You're able to step sideways pretty easily. Stepping sideways is over here, but nobody was around to see it, so yeah, 3 dogs. what to get.
Yeah,
you are-
something told me the old stepping through the door trick wasn't going to be enough to make it coincidental.
it was worth a shot.
I gotta get
Um,
some plate and see if I'm going to try and pull that off.
Yeah. Yeah, you step sideways. And now that you're on this other side, you can feel that dark, evil feeling coming from Carnifex a lot stronger, along with the that primal feeling coming from the circle.
I'm going to head back over to the circle and check it out.
Okay.
So those with the spirit sight up can now see Blackthorn on the other side.
Yes.
Well, you made it.
What are you doing when you get into the circle?
Well, first I just want to approach it and see if I notice anything noticeably different.
Give me a perception alertness. You can also do a perception alertness since he's looking into the Umbra.
Alright, let me see here.
That's going to be a big old nothing. A 10 or 1 cancel out. However, you said there's primordial energy?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do an awareness to see if that energy seems to be a harmful energy. Is that valid?
Okay. Ian, you do notice some Germanic runes around the circle. They look like they've been crossed out, though.
I had 1 success on the awareness.
That energy feels like it's not good. I'll give you that much. It's definitely not the best feeling in the world.
This isn't a stick your finger in it and see what happens scenario.
Exactly. And yeah, Ian, you can roll your intelligence esoterica to see if you can figure out what the runes mean.
One, two, three, 2 successes.
2.
Faster, nerds.
You've seen these runes, and one of the books that was left for you amongst your the instruments that showed up in your apartment way back in Hong Kong, and they seem to be a not really an effect necessarily, but more a farewell. Somebody was saying goodbye to something here.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, he's gonna tell the other people that.
Okay.
So here's a
Yeah.
question, Tiger. I had spirit sight up. I'm now on the other side. Does that mean I can perceive the material side yet?
You can look into the material world, yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to shut it off.
Then John will see Eli, or I mean, Blackthorn will see Eli pointing at the runes.
Yeah, that was what I was hoping I would find. Alright. So where should we start for Blackthorn to understand what these runes are?
You can do intelligence.
As a druid, I have enigmas, esoterica, I have high rituals, I have cosmology.
High ritual would work. Occult would work. Esoterica will work.
Alright. Intelligence, I imagine?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Analytics spec applicable?
Absolutely.
2 successes then.
Okay, you get the same thing as Ian. It's not. You've seen binding circles and everything in your texts amongst the that you got from the Order of Hermes way back when. But these do not seem like a binding circle. It seems like they're saying goodbye to something.
Okay, does it appear to be like a banishment, like a forceful goodbye, or?
No, it's more the goodbye you give an old friend.
Okay. And how about a perception awareness to see if the runes themselves have any power?
Okay, go for it.
2 successes.
The runes themselves have very faint flickerings of power. Like they've been powered up for a while and they're finally losing their magical charge.
Okay. So they're not being maintained, they're dwindling down.
Yes.
That was a pleasant sound.
Tyler, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye out for the popos.
Okay. If you want to roll a perception alertness, Byron, you can go ahead, just to make sure.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great Discord. Can you do that for me? My Discord, not my Discord, it's okay.
Sure. How many dice do you have?
Perception alert is 5.
Eden has 2 on that perception alertness.
Okay. Yeah, you got 2 successes as well, Byron. Neither of you hear any sirens or notice any police vehicles coming around or anything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep my eyes out.
Okay.
Last I saw, somebody was breaking into a building, so,
Yeah.
you know, obviously I'm part of some gang activity now, I don't know why, but okay. Give them
Hey,
something.
man.
Tiger, can I tell what type of energy was coming from the runes? Was it magic from like a mage, or spiritual energy, or fairy magic?
Do you have Prime 1?
I do not.
That
You can't really recognize between, or
I wasn't sure how sensitively I picked it up with my awareness.
you only got like 2 successes, right?
Right.
Yeah. You can roll another one and distinguish, figure out if you can feel what it is.
Sure, kind of focus a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that too. The awareness.
One more success.
Okay. You do feel that it is probably coming from a mage,
Okay.
or came, rather.
Wait, you said these are runes, huh?
Yes. Germanic in origin.
All right. since I wasn't really able to discern much else. Okay, I'm gonna call in the cavalry here.
Okay.
I will call my totem and see what he can do with this. It'd be one success.
Okay. You definitely you get the feeling that he's on his way, but he's not rushing or anything unless you want to just send it out.
No, he's on his way. That's a good start. I'm gonna kind of investigate into the circle a little more, see if there's any remains of who or what left.
Okay. You can do such an investigation.
Oh, well, that's not what we want. 2 successes. Apparently, I tried rolling 110 sided die. That seems like overkill.
Maybe a little bit. What exactly were you looking for?
I want to look in the center of the circle if there's any remains or objects left behind.
Okay.
And
you notice something that you didn't notice before, but there appears to be a small branch laying in the center of the circle.
I will. I gotta step away for a second. My dog's going ballistic, so I will be right back.
So yeah, those paying attention will notice that Eli is really concentrated on something. He's stepping in and out of the circle, staring at a particular point in the circle, wiggling his staff around.
Does anybody else want to do anything? Whether around the circle or otherwise?
I'll try jumping. Why not?
Okay, what do you want to try, Ryan?
I'll go to the center of the circle and sit down and meditate.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a meditation roll.
Yeah, we'll see what's meditation.
Awesome, like a possum. Back up then. Tasting 2. Which 3, so 5. Can somebody roll me 5 more dice?
You watched.
Oh God.
So you. It feels like you're sitting on something funny. I don't know. You can't really get to that. Can't really get centered like you normally are able to.
I try moving it with my hand. Kind of, wiggle my butt a little bit and try again.
You don't notice anything there.
Alright, well, I will.
Takes you a little bit, but you still have that feeling of something being there. It feels weird. I don't know. You got 2 successes on this last roll, though. So you're able, after a bit of effort, get into your Zen state. It's very strange. You get the feeling somebody is watching you. Like, not the area around you, but you specifically.
Oh. Oh no. I will try to focus on that feeling.
Okay. You can roll a perception awareness on this look, or on this feeling.
Perception awareness is do you want me 6 dice?
Yes, 1 second.
Alright, I'm trying to get my Discord to be a Discord.
I was acting weird too. I had to restart it earlier. Okay, you got 2 successes on the perception awareness on that feeling of watching you. It feels very old and angry.
Oh.
It is going to try and do life sight, the life one, so that if there's any life forms that's hiding or being invisible, how somehow she might see it.
Okay, go for it.
So I roll a rate, right?
Yes.
Okay, this.
Your difficulty is 4.
1 success.
Got 1 success. So for do you want to extend it out and try and get more successes, or are you okay with just the 1 success?
I'll try. Don't know how extending works, but yeah, I'll try and do it.
You just roll again. It's a +1 difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 2d10. Ah, damn it. I saw the 10 and I was happy, and then I saw the 1. No, just the 1 success then.
Okay, so for that brief turn, you don't really see anything other than the other people that have been here. You know,
Okay.
everybody that came with you and everything.
Tiger, I have returned.
Awesome.
You said there was a something in the center of the circle on this side?
Yes.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna stand up, break my meditation, and He puts his finger to his mouth. Angry. Something angry. Washing. Point to my eye.
If Eli can, he's going to try to make the attempt to move himself that he's somewhat in front of where Blackthorn is.
Okay.
He is going to point at the ground where the object is, and then with his hands draw out a roughly human shape in the air in front of him.
Okay.
Hopefully Blackthorn can figure out what he's trying to say.
Well, he's going to venture a guess that you're indicating there was a body there at one point.
It's a pretty safe assumption.
And he is also going to not step into the circle because of that. That seems like a good way to get another body there.
And because he was told that something angry was nearby, possibly, he's going to...
What I miss?
Sorry? Sorry?
What I miss?
What you missed is that they've noticed some runes. Blackthorn has stepped sideways into the Umbra. Byron's character, Casey, started meditating in the circle on the regular side of the world, and then got up and said something angry watching.
Eli's going to try to find that in some fashion to him, like, you know, wave his hands around and point to his eyes.
Okay.
That's probably a little less precise, but...
In that case, Carnifex will actually, if they say that something's going to happen, Titalis 101, you erect a mind shield. So he's going to erect a mind shield, but not a normal mind shield. It'll be an inverted mind shield, as in he will make his mental pattern invisible.
Okay.
This is a rote. So 7 is number 1. He'll actually chant a little saying, you know, my mind is a fortress, you know, and do a chant, which is a tool that he doesn't need. So it goes from 7 to 6 to 5.
Okay. Sounds good.
Keep rolling.
Okay.
Three, 4, 5, 6 successes. So 3 for the resistance. Might actually have me one more. Cool. And well, that's not failure. get. So they got to be 3 successes for a duration of 3 in order to know that my brain is there.
Okay.
Tell me what to do, guys. What are you guys about to do? You got to poke it with a stick? What are we doing here?
I don't know. Whatever's left there, it's just a shard.
A shard of what?
Not sure if it was there, but there was definitely a body here.
Okay, what kind of body? Like a human body or?
No. I don't know.
All right, so there's nothing over there now. And do we need to shut this down? Is leaving this up a bad thing or a good thing?
I am not sure as of this moment. There is, though, according to our friend here, something angry nearby.
Is Blackstone back on this side yet?
Negative. He's waiting for a arrival on his side.
Okay, roger that.
And after a little bit of waiting, Blackthorn will notice his totem rolling up. I will also see a squat, white-suited figure wearing a white mask. It's kind of walking up of Blackthorn.
In the real world or in the spirit world?
In the spirit world.
All right, cool.
And it will turn to Blackthorn and in a very raspy voice will say, "You called?"
He'll turn and gesture to the circle. You'll see. Indeed. There's some sort of power here. Seems very fundamental. Echo, perhaps, of a spirit gone. But I have not the means or tools to take this power. So I thought I would see if you had any insight or need for it.
The spirit will walk around the circle, inspecting it, and say, "I did feel something a couple months back around this location. Something very strong died and did not come back. And if you have spirit lore, you can go ahead and roll that. Intelligence spirit lore.
Tiger?
Yes.
Carnifex will call some apprentice goons, Chantry, and see if they can ferry him over his bag of wood. Because remember the first time we were here, I took a baggie of the stuff that was around here?
Yeah.
Can they bring that to him right quick?
Yeah, they will say they're on their way.
Well, that's 3 successes or 5 if analytical applies.
Analytical does apply. So you know that if something died over here and it was felt by a very strong totem spirit, it was probably also a very powerful spirit. And they don't tend to die necessarily They might poof, but they'll usually reform. And if they reform, it doesn't take more than a couple months to do so.
So whatever died would technically return.
Yes. But the fact that it hasn't yet is probably a little worrying.
He'll look and gesture and he'll say, well, if it is not yet returned, is it possible that that mantle of power should be taken up by someone else?
The spirit will nod and say if nobody else has already taken it.
Can I tell if that power is still there?
And
I
you
mean,
can,
I know there's power there. I just don't know if that's what that power is.
the fact that it's dwindling probably is a sign that a good chunk of it's been taken, but not necessarily all of it.
He'll say, well, perhaps then you should, you might be best served taking up the remainder.
He'll nod and say, try and ensure none of your companions try to bind me or anything. He'll step into the circle and lean down to where Eli can see where the stick is. Taking the stick and
Okay, this is weird timing.
okay.
Because just as doing that, Eli is stepping into the circle, leaning down and touching where the stick should be.
Okay. You do not feel anything given that you're on the regular world.
Then I will extend my senses of touch to the other side if possible.
That is Spirit 2.
All right. That's 2 10s and a 7, so that's 1 into duration, 2 into effect.
Okay. So yeah, you'll both reach down, grab the stick at the same time, and the spirit will look directly at where you're standing, Eli, and then raise a finger and just kind of wag it like, no, 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 this is mine.
Is there a big reaction from my staff to the wood?
Yes.
Hmm. He doesn't immediately let go of it, but he's not tug-of-warring it. He is just holding it for the moment.
Okay.
It's like he's respecting the spirit, but not letting go right away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense at all.
Gotcha. The spirit will turn to Blackthorn and say, if you're able to, please tell your friend to let go on the other side.
All right. So, Tiger with Spirit too, I can speak to spirits. Does that also let me speak to people on the other side if I'm over here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He will then step closer, and he kind of walks along the edge of the circle too. And then he says, "Friend, I would not come between a potent spirit and a mantle of power."
I'm not intending to. I'm trying to figure out why it's reacting with my staff. I have no intention on interfering with the spirit and its possession of it.
Perhaps once we are done, he can look at your walking stick and give you better answers once he fully has understood it.
Eli will turn back to the spirit and release it and bow to it.
The spirit will nod, and you will see them hold up the stick, and it'll glow very brightly, and all of the glowingness will go into the spirit. It will just let out a deep sigh, and then drop the stick, and you will notice that your staff is no longer responding to it.
Okay. Yeah, he'll tap the staff, point at the stick, and indicate towards the spirit that there was a reaction. That's why there was an interest.
The spirit will nod and turn to Blackthorn and say, "Are you familiar with Legends of the World?"
He'll kind of chuckle a little bit and say, "I am. It's not much different than some of the druidic beliefs of the Tree of Life, other than the branching across planes."
That may have been, and his staff may also be a shard of it.
Well, that would explain the sympathetic link.
The spirit will nod and say, "It's quite a bit of rush of memories and power, whatnot. It may take me some time to comprehend them."
That's understandable. When you are able to contact me, then perhaps we can better understand what this means for us.
Okay. He'll nod and hold out his hand for a handshake.
And Blackthorn will shake his hand.
Once I understand, I'll be sending word. For now, I'll take my leave. Have a pleasant evening, Blackthorn.
Eli will offer Just like bow to the spirit in respect.
Spirit will not.
He's also drawing out the runes that were present, and but being careful not to activate them.
Okay. Not super difficult to do. The spirit will turn and take his leave if Blackthorn doesn't have anything else.
Nope. In fact, he's going to come back to the other side.
Okay.
I'm assuming that primordial energy business is no longer there.
Correct. No, it's disappeared now.
So the runes are drained of their power?
Yes.
Okay. But he has new runes to add to his collection.
Well, I will step back to the other side then. And it goes swimmingly. I'm going to do that in the building.
It's a good idea. It'll actually be coincidental in the actual building itself. Especially since you're crossing from, And you kind of get that feeling, yeah, Ian, that your staff and the Shard were on the same wavelength.
And when I get back, I'll go over and kind of fill everybody in. That there was a potent spiritual mantle left unattended.
Eli will not.
There's been now assumed by someone capable of managing that power.
My interest in the stick was it was operating on this on a similar wavelength to my staff, so I was trying to figure out why and how, and yeah.
Perhaps your staff has untapped access to spiritual power as well.
He will not.
There any yes. Carnifex will then offer to who's ever around this baggie that he has full of wood. If you have prime sight and stuff, you can look at it. and he just kind of sets it on the ground over
Yeah.
there by the circle that he can't do anything about.
Prime site diff 3, 4.
Diff 4.
I mean,
4.
one success.
Good success. One and one.
I don't have prime sight.
Spirit's how it works.
Up with the
Oh, I have spirit sight up already, so. Ta-da.
So in the broad strokes, what we got here, guys?
What was it before? What? Nothing.
Someone left a big landmine full of power laying around, and we had someone qualified come in and pick it up.
Use it? Can we draw any power from it? Can we invoke things? And can we use this in any way?
No, it was directly spiritual, so I wasn't able to tap it. However, my totem was able to.
All right. You see anything else weird?
Germanic runes.
Okay. What does that mean?
they were a farewell of some sort.
Farewell. Anybody know anything about that society or why that what that means? Kind of.
It was somebody saying farewell to something they respected or someone they respected, I think, if I
Okay.
did it properly.
Okay. So something died. Then someone left like a eulogy for in memoriam here, and they died. Now, what dies and leaves this kind of power around? What does that? What can spitball with me some ideas?
Can we do a intelligence, like academics or occult roll to know anything more about that?
Intelligence academic will give you more info on what the runes may have been saying goodbye to. Occult would give you more, like, what it possibly was, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Further, academics would mythology work as a special work as the
Absolutely.
special.
Mythology is a big specialty for it.
Yeah,
Damn it!
I'll hit the occult too.
Wait, I forgot one dice. I forgot a dice. A die, I should say.
Is keen-edged mind appropriate on this?
I'd say so.
Cool. Then I
Okay.
I
I
have
have
four.
one success.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
And the
So, that roll. That's
Yeah,
sad.
thank God there's a 7 in there.
Yeah, for real.
and for the occult, I actually have 3 successes.
Okay. So on the academics, it was definitely someone from Norse mythology. You can't put down an exact name. I'm sorry, for the 1 success on the academics. For the 4 successes on the occult, or Eli, that would be someone's lord or god or deity or something to that nature.
But not
3
specific.
successes. So what?
Sorry, but not specific.
Sorry. No. That's just roughly in that class, like in that classification, definitely.
Okay.
3 successes is pretty much the same for the
Okay.
occult.
Tiger, could I roll an intelligence and cosmology?
Absolutely.
Seems to me that would fall under the purview of that skill.
Yeah.
And we're breaking even. No dice.
What's the second roll you did, John? The one right
I
before
had the academics and the occult rolls. So academics, I didn't know shit. Occult, I knew a little bit.
On the occult, you get the same in the lord or deity or something to that of that nature.
If cosmology is going to help, I'll pitch off that too. I've got cosmology as well.
Okay, go for it.
Two successes.
Probably a resident of Asgard, probably up in the higher ranks.
Tiger,
So-
I'm gonna be smart about this.
Okay.
If I want to copy those runes, what would you like me to roll?
I could do Xcraft, or maybe expression.
I do have art.
Art will work.
Okay, Dex and art. Two successes.
Okay, you're able to copy them down. Doesn't take it takes you a little bit of time, but you know you do that thing where you hold them side by side with the runes, and they match up pretty well. So
Sure. So, that being said, we live in an era where we have camera phones.
yeah, you do.
I would like to use my charisma and my influence occult to try and get answers on what the hell these symbols mean.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
Yeah.
I got a thing here.
You can take a photo of the markings.
And Eli hisses. Yeah, there's an audible hiss from Eli's lips.
So, Tiger, I am going to put out a call to my influence contacts. I send them the pictures, and then I will call them and ask them that as a personal favor to the society, can they get me some answers on what these runes might mean?
Okay. You can roll your charisma plus your influence, or your charisma plus your contacts.
It will be influence, and because that is charisma, I get 3 extra dice because I have that dark triad merit, and because I made phone calls, I'm using my enchanting voice to try and con them, so that should lower the difficulty to 4.
Sounds good. I see 2 1s.
Which means I think I still have 2 successes.
Yep. Yes. They will. I'll say we will look into this and get the information to you as soon as possible. These runes are pretty easy to make out, so I don't think it would take us terribly long.
Okay.
And
I guess
you are
how
able-
committed we are to this are we to getting answers now, are we, guys?
Eli has knelt down and has started saying a small prayer and drawing a rune of his own.
Like, if we want to translate these runes, is that a high priority for us, or that's just we'd like to know?
Alright, so you see this incredibly deep car drive by slowly, like 3 times. Like, this thing is incredibly pink, almost hot pink. But it eventually stops. Lily sticks her head out. Why? It's Odin! Odin got murdered! The Lich has stolen Odin! She just, like, gets back in her car, kind of defeated, and just sits there for a minute.
Eli will speak up. I know.
Oh, it was him.
No, I just put all the signs together that this was Odin's falling spot.
Do I
Nice.
recognize the woman? With the
I
pink
think
car?
briefly,
yeah, you met her very briefly. I think she showed up.
like,
Yeah, she visited my house. She was the one that told Carnifex that, hey, I'm kind of in this honorary member of this group that. And then
no, that wasn't.
Okay.
But I think you did meet her briefly, like right before you met Carnifex, and then Kim switched to an NPC.
Okay. I was merging them together in my head for some reason.
Eli will literally take them step by step on how he figured out it was Eli or Odin that fell here.
Okay, so did he fall because he wanted to, or did someone off him? Is that a thing?
Well, according to her, he was offed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she did explicitly state that he was killed by the Lich
And stolen.
and stolen.
And she's just sitting there in her car defeated, like, I've been telling everybody. Oh, you guys want to make a perception check?
Perception,
What?
just pure perception? Perception alertness?
Alertness.
Perception alertness.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, one squeaked in there for me.
One.
Alright, you see Lily just whip out this giant bottle of vodka and just start chugging it.
Okay. All right. So is it disrespectful for us to shut this thing down, or should we, you want to close this door?
Its magic is already gone. He'll look to Black
Can I-
Cat for confirmation.
So we have a god-killing serial killer.
I don't know if one is a pattern, but could be the start of a problem.
All right, and what's the stick?
Yeah, I assume we're talking about Eli's staff.
The thing that was resonating, and I mean we could see that, right? We could see him playing with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, what was that?
That was what was left behind when Odin fell.
All right, so can it be used? Can we use it to track? Can we use it to read? Can we do anything with it? Can we make it into a weapon? Can we do something with it?
No, it is still a piece of the world tree.
It's a piece of what?
Piece of the world tree.
Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil.
Let's turn it into something. Let's use it. I mean, this is some spiritual hoodoo, big, powerful magic of the upper whatever. Let's turn it into something. Let's use it.
I don't have those skills yet, but they are on my list. I can keep it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my question. And you guys are spirit makers, so I'm going to throw this out there. So that's a thing of something that died that still willed power. That's a piece of the culture. You're in a place of weird spiritual significance. Can you do something with it in there that you can't do with it out here? My character has intelligence before, goddammit, I can come up with bullshit like that.
So, while you guys are talking, Lily gets out of the car and takes in real good. Purple and it starts pouring out alcohol into the middle of the circle. Here's one for you, old man. Rip in peace.
Really? Really, Lily? Really?
Pour one out for one's homie.
Yeah.
Wait, it's alcohol? You poured out?
Yeah.
Vodka.
Isn't that a sin to Carnifex?
Carnifex pulls out a lighter and lights it because the liquid will have filled the rooms. It'll look cool for a second anyway. Any of y'all pray to this guy?
Yes. He's a fucking lich.
Hmm. That doesn't
Wait a
help
second.
me.
We were
I
being
mean,
punched earlier.
we were?
Yeah, by something angry.
Okay. So that still doesn't answer me the question, what can we do with the stick? I'll stop bothering about it. But if we can do something, let's do it.
The stick's still laying on the other side.
Go get it.
Tiger, I'm going to go back in the building.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go with a stick.
Okay.
And then since we're in a nice big circle with Norse runes already, I'm going to do one of those stupid things.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to put make sure the piece of the world tree is dead center. Trace around the circle with my staff and connect some of the runes, like with lines, to form a hermetic star. And I'm going to take the time to actually set this up as a ritual. Like a high ritual. Used to skill.
That means you're going to be here for an hour for every roll. Are you cool with it? Out of character?
No, not ritual cast. I'm going to apply the high ritual techniques.
So what does it do? So that's the thing you can do.
Didn't really do much for me.
Oh.
Oh well, worth a shot. Still gonna do something stupid. I like stupid things.
I do too. Stupid things are fun and lead to plot.
All y'all spirit mages can actually help him.
Figure that would be for a summoning. As Blackthorn, having fantastic knowledge of mythology, now that he knows who this is and what it is going to summon the dragon who gnaws at the root of the world tree. Which would be Nidhogg.
Oh, that's right. These are John's people.
And John knows.
John, stop having flashbacks.
I will get to that in just a second, John.
You betcha.
Ian, you can't really get a reading on his life force. You're not sure if it's because he didn't put enough power into the spell, or if it's just fucking gone. But it's definitely, you can't get a read on Odin's life force.
Am I in a position that I should know that if I should be able to or not?
If he was alive, you probably would have gotten a sense of something. Maybe not an exact location, but something there. But you got nothing.
Okay, not even a spark. Okay, that's a bad sign.
Yes.
I know enough to know that that's a bad sign.
Yeah. John, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. This is a good time. I never thought someone would summon the fucking Nidhogg. Alright, as you summon it, John, or Blackthorn, I should say, your vision seems to pull you far away, and you find yourself standing before a giant tree, reaching far into the sky, far beyond what you can tell, reaching far into the horizon, digging down deep into the earth. You will
Something
see
like that.
that. Do what?
I said something that looks like that.
Yes, you do see something that looks like that coiled around the tree, gnawing at.
Turn in the room.
Yeah.
Keep it on the tip.
And it'll turn its head to you and say, "Hello."
And Blackthorn will nod back. He says, "Greetings, shaper of the world tree."
I know
Tell
you
me.
told me, but I kind of have duties to perform here, so I pulled you here. I hope that's fine.
And tell me, down here at the roots, have you felt the echoes of the death of a king?
Yes. It was a little hard to miss, honestly. Thor's been in an outrage.
Busy trying.
I'm sure you've heard it. The thunder and the lightning.
Sorry.
He'll
I
hold
know
up
I'm
the piece of the world tree, and he would say, he says, first, I would ask a favor that you shape this into a weapon that we may use against our enemies, including the one that would slay a king, our god hunter.
He'll look at the branch and say, in return, I ask for the head of the one who slew the king.
That seems reasonable.
Leave it here. I'll make sure it gets to you and yours when I'm done.
Eli will look over at Lily and shake his head and state, "There's no trace of Odin's life force."
No shit, Sherlock. What did I say?
No, I mean, as in, there's the life force is completely gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one that tried to do CPR on him.
I would ask
Carnifex
Nidhogg that when you complete this, bring it to my crystal cavern. It should be an easy point for you to reach. He gestures around to the roots of the world tree and he says, a place of reflection and shaping, nestled among the roots of a grove.
Yes, someplace very familiar to me. I will more than likely not be personally delivering it, but it will get to you, I assure you.
Perhaps we can converse further on the shaping of worlds at that time.
Perhaps. Hopefully they will be on happier terms.
I would hope so. He will, with that, he'll bow his head and say, I can certainly journey back unless you wish to return me directly.
He'll just reach out a claw, take the staff, then reach out another one and tap you lightly on the forehead, and you'll find yourself back in the circle.
No.
Yes, in the spirit world.
And he will head back into the building itself and step back. Because Paradox sucks.
What was it? I'm sorry.
He'll go back into the building before stepping back to the material world and heading back out and telling them that, alright, it is done.
All right. Look, I just brought you all out here to start get your feet wet in this type of thing. I can't do shit for it or about it. So if you need my help in the real world with finances or whatever, I'll be willing to help. But unless it's got unless it's something with a heartbeat that I can fucking kill, I can't fucking help.
I mean, do you know how to kill a lich?
The fuck's a lich, and why do you keep saying it?
She'll explain what a lich is. The fact that the lich is what killed Odin. And gave everybody their Christmas gifts. Dressed as Santa Claus. Very poorly dressed as Santa Claus, like not a very good disguise at all.
Well, y'all can look into that. Mary effing Lichmas or whatever that means.
Is this out of character? Is she explaining a lich as per the World of Darkness mage rules?
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
what she got on her intelligence rolls.
I was just making sure. I know sometimes those, some of that stuff.
What is... Put his finger on his mouth again. You're sick to Ted.
Lily offers you booze. I got more in my car. So just like Byron, she'll hand your character like the entire bottle of vodka and she opens the trunk and brings out like 5 more bottles of booze.
He just kind of looks at it, puts it into his backpack. Yeah.
Carnifax gets into the car that he drove all y'all over here and just, I'm leaving. If shutting this thing down is not a good idea or something we can't do, then I'm going to go. And I'm going to go back to the party because I've got plenty of food.
I would say it's about as shut down as it's going to be.
All right, take your word for it. I don't know if there's more to this. I just know this is where it starts.
Oh, he just shrugs and gets in her car.
If there's a fucking lich walking around, that's something we should all look for and like deal with, right? Is that a problem?
Yes, thank you. Something I've been saying.
I'm asking, is this a problem? This lich thing, is this a problem? It's a bad thing?
Yes, it is a very bad thing.
Okay, she says it's a bad thing. What do you guys say? Is it a bad thing?
I agree.
Someone has stolen the
Ryan.
power of a god. This seems to be not in our best interest.
I'm sorry, I asked a yes or no question. Is it yes or no? Bad or no?
Bad. Yes.
Okay.
What gave me one killer for a Christmas gift, but then he killed a god. Bad.
Okay, so the God Ganker needs to go down. That's something we can all agree to work on. Okay?
Thumbs up from Lily.
Thumbs up for me.
All right, we
Let's
can
kill
convene.
that bitch.
Right, sure. Like your enthusiasm. So, who's got... what we'll do is we'll meet again. You guys do whatever research you can. We'll come back together again at some other certain point when you guys contact me. But right now, I've got booze and lots of good food.
Well, if you are going to open this up to those outside of the practitioners,
Could you be more specific, buddy?
Do you want everyday folks here spending their money?
What do you mean?
Well, if you're going to call it a party, you've got booze. I have connections.
Do you want to turn
People
my...
with large wallets in here, giving you the chance to network with them and take their money.
If that's something you're all into, I'm sure that you can do that. It's not something that I'm really good at. He says with a smile.
It's your party. I didn't want to go inviting other people without asking the host.
Well, I don't know how stupid are you people. Can you guys be mages around regular people without fucking that up? I can get a bunch of people here in like 10 minutes. All we got to do is tweak the Lulu's catering.
I mean, I was many things before I became a practitioner. A socialite was one of them.
I'm not really good at that sort of thing.
I have an advantage of being both good at it and having money.
I lived on the streets for a while. How do you think I got the money to buy for shit?
I don't want to assume anything, because if you get pissy with me, I'll beat the living shit out of you.
So Eli actually has. I actually have to go. So going to leave. Eli's going to leave everybody with his number to get in contact with him.
I think this is a good spot anyway. We all just say we go to the party and invite a bunch of people, and then we can blue book anything we do at the party that's extra other than normal. Is that cool?
That's good.
Sounds good.
Good.
All right, Tiger, lead us out.
Alrighty. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, Future Watchers, for watching. This has been another episode of Castle London Mage Edition. Have a good night, and remember to, always bargain with fucking world tree dragon things. Catch y'all later.